Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Evie and I have another mixed media layout. I am starting off with the Cartabella paper called Have a Merry Christmas. This I believe is last year's paper and it's called Swirl Trees. I'm taking these two doilies from my stash. One of them I stained with Dilution's it was Distress Stain, Cracked Pistachio, and Dilution's ink spray in Postbox Red. And I take both of them and I just get them really pigmented and dry off on these paper towels, and I do put them on the side. I now take modeling paste and post box red. That's so hard for me to say for some reason. Dilution paint and mix it with some modeling paste. The picture is of me and Miguel and our dogs in their Christmas sweaters. I think it was one of my days in December daily that I'm just scrapping. And this stencil, it's like confetti with stars, hearts, and circles, and it's by Heidi Swap. I'm just using the star portion, and I decided I wanted to cluster all the stars together somehow around the picture that I am scrapping. So the stencil I just keep on moving around because this corner has the stars. And it's cute because the pattern paper itself has the trees with red stars on the top, so that's why I chose, to hunt around my collection and find a star stencil and make them red as well, because it just looks like the tree toppers are sprinkled everywhere around my page. So I do add more along some of the edges, not too much, but just to give a little interest across the whole 12 by 12 layout, all in the same color. What I do set it to dry on the side, and then I start going in with some the Cracked Pistachio stain from Ranger on the packaging, and I just kind of have this watercolor wash effect. And you probably could just do this with a paintbrush, but as us YouTubers and scrapbookers that do mixed media do, we keep our packaging, we spray it on the packaging, and we smoosh it onto the paper. And it gives, like you can clearly see, just like a messy, random wash of color. And I do like the pistachio color. It's my favorite color this year, like this mint rage. Now this wood veneer, it's called Mary. It says Merry and Bright in a really cool like font. And I put some Versamark ink on there, and I'm using my red tinsel glitter to heat emboss it, and it turns out really, really sparkly and pretty. I did a really good job on this wood veneer, I will say so myself. Now this kind of mesh ribbon you saw me haul at the dollar store, Dollar Tree, in one of my hauls, and I do keep the gold and silver kind of handy as like a layering technique, or for truly just to add texture. And I am going to just add a little bit behind the photo, and I'm going to stack the two doilies as well. Now the Joy Project Life card is from Deck the Halls, and that kind of craft burlap stamp is from Target Dollar Spot during Christmas time. So those were in my December daily kit. And I am truly just taking the scraps of paper that I have sitting around on my desk from the Heidi Swap Oh What Fun collection, is where all of these little pieces are from. If you saw my album and my December daily, the Oh What Fun collection by Heidi Swap is the majority of my layouts. And so I truly mixed like probably 4 or 5 of the layers. So it really looks pretty cool. I will, again, say so myself. It's always, isn't it fun when you kind of achieve a good look with scraps? That's always what's fun. I didn't let any of those little papers go to waste. So for that, I am happy. The other ephemera are going to be from the Cozy Christmas on My Mind's Eye, or they're going to be from the Deck the Halls kind of like die cuts that came with the Project Life cards. And look at me struggle trying to use my tiny attacher to adhere my mesh ribbon. Yeah, it wasn't long enough, so I have to break out like tacky glue, because I tried to do that to the picture and then that botches it. And truly, if I had sound on, you would hear me going grrr, because I got so frustrated with the staple not holding anything. So here I am whipping out the good old trusty tacky glue, or no, Scotch Quick Dry glue, and I'm going to goob it all in the back and dry and like glue it all together. That's how that happens. And so it dries, and so here I am just attaching everything where I want it to be. Like I said, this little car part, and there's a couple of other like little stars and ephemera that I'm going to use. These are all from Deck the Halls from American Crafts. And so is that Merry Christmas, and then I go in with some like candy canes, like puffy stickers. Those were from Hobby Lobby, and I try to make that little candy cane, little ephemera work, but it doesn't make the page. It's like random to me, so I didn't like it. I add a little present behind the Merry and Bright, and I do add some fun gold washi soon. Oh, here come the candy canes. It's always funny, like I already know what I'm doing before you see it. That must be frustrating. I'm sorry. Those candy canes, like I did say earlier, are from Hobby Lobby. And then I'm going to add the gold striped washi tape to like kind of the bottom corner, so the bottom left corner and the upper right. And then I do glue this wood veneer down, and then I take it off so I can back it with gold washi so that the letters that like the B and the O have washi behind it. It's always funny, like you put something down, I glued it, and then I have to rip it up to add some more things to it. And like right about here, I'm just kind of like, oh, I could probably fill in the B and the G. Let me add washi behind there, and then I'm like, oh, I glued it down. Oh, I glued it down. Oh no, I'm gonna make it work. I'm ripping it. Oh, I ripped it. Yeah. Let's add more glue and put it back where I was. That's what happened there, folks. Just giving you the little commentating. And I do go ahead and add some journaling right under the tag, and that will wrap it up. Thank you so much once again for joining me. Please subscribe if you haven't done so, and until next video, bye!